Hey traders, very warm welcome to you. So today we're talking about if I'm in focus. Am I in focus? I think I am now. 5 myths of Forex trading. These are just some of the, there are lots of myths out there. These are some of the 5 that I've grabbed that I've heard people talk about. You know what, let's go crazy and let's use blue. So the first one I've got on this is you have to be really clever and smart to trade currency. You know what, that couldn't be further from the truth. I know guys who are exceptional traders, and they'd be the first to admit that they're not that clever, they're not that smart. Sometimes people who are too clever and too smart overthink things. They need a reason for something to happen. They want to justify it. They want to dig down into it. They're kind of used to, you know, learning when actually it becomes less about learning. It becomes more about feel. It becomes more about discretion. It becomes more about, you know, having all the information hitting you and then making a decision rather than just a pure logical decision based on this, and this. So, you know, myth of Forex trading is you've got to be clever or smart. Myth busted. You do not need to be clever. You do not need to be smart. In fact, going back and look at the pits, some of the guys who went into the pits were, you know, they would be the first to admit as well, they're not the cleverest guys. They were, you know, from the streets, they were very much hustlers, but they were very good trader because they were very good at seeing it for what it is, not overthinking it, being aggressive when they needed to be, you know, just doing business, doing deals, the right place at the right time. I appreciate pit's not the same as electronic, but you know, you get the point. It's the same kind of personalities behind it. And I'd go too far to say that if you're quite smart, be a little bit cautious about overthinking things and going too far into stuff. Again, I know traders who have done that. Very clever guys, very clever. Come from, you know, very intelligent backgrounds and really struggle at trading because, you know, it doesn't do what you're supposed to do. Normally, if you do this in most fields, like if you're a surgeon or pilot or whatever, that will happen. You'll get the expected outcome, but it's not the case, obviously, for this. All right, so moving on. Number 2, we have you need to be focused on your P&L. Complete and utter myth, not true whatsoever. In fact, it's the worst thing you can do. You need to be trading based purely on strategies, on setups, on methodical process. You know, if you're looking your P&L all the time, you're never going to be able to make a good money because every time you get a good move in P&L, you're going to want to snatch it. You know, whenever you get a move against you, you're going to get fearful. The best traders do not focus on P&L. They focus on the process instead. That's far more important. So one of the myths is you've got to be purely focused on the money. You don't have to be focused on the money. Of course, the bottom line makes a lot of sense. And every so often you should be managing and making sure that you're doing what you're doing and looking at the numbers. But day to day, irrelevant. Focus on the process, not on the P&L. The other one is there's a quick route. There's a quick path. Now, what I mean by that, I think most people think there's not a get-rich-quick scheme with currency trading, but I think some people think that if I just find the right indicator, I find the right setup, I find the right strategy, I find this, I find that, then I can just go boom and blow up and I can immediately making 10 grand a day and everyone's going to be happy. It's a myth. Unfortunately, guys, there's a long process to it. There are strategies and setups that are profitable. You can go back and check some videos on this channel where I've shared with you strategies and setups that have been very profitable for me, and I know others have used them as well. You can use them for yourselves and go out there and play with them. Does it mean you're going to get rich off them? No, it doesn't, because like anything, they don't work all the time. You have to know when to implement them, when not to implement them. It's the same with people using indicators. You know, when do you implement those indicators, when you don't? That's the skill. The skill comes in trading, knowing when to push the throttle, when to step back, those kind of things. Not thinking if I just keep looking, there will be a magic holy grail kind of thing that pops up for me. The other thing is it's exciting. My apostrophe turned into a letter then. It's exciting. Do you know what? It shouldn't be exciting. It's not about the thrill of the game. It's not about the thrill of the move. It's not about getting involved and having that adrenaline buzz. Of course, you should enjoy it, I believe. If you don't enjoy it, you're going to struggle to try and be committed to it. But it should be pretty mundane. In other words, you're just placing your trade because your rules say you need to place your trades. You're exiting your trade because your rules say you need to exit your trades. That's really what it should be about, not the highs and lows and adrenaline flowing and an emotional roller coaster that people kind of think it is. And the last one is... I'm not going to write it because I don't want to be here all day. The last one is, once you're a great trader, you can take money out of the market whenever you want. You know what? That's a complete myth. Guys, there are traders out there who are exceptional and they know when they can trade. They know what their edge is and they know when to trade. And even when their edge is there and they're trading well, they're still going to lose money. Look at some of the big hedge fund managers out there, Paul Jones, some of the guys who have had to lay off staff. They're some of the best in the world. It doesn't mean because you're a good trader and you've had a successful 5-6 year career that you can always do that. Yes, you're going to have those skills that you can then implement later on and you can know your strengths and weaknesses, but you can't then just use the market like an ATM and think, oh, you know, I need a new car. I'm going to go out there and see if I can pull, you know, £80,000 out of the market, just like that. You know, it doesn't work like that. It's a case of once you get the skills, then you can put your kind of skills to work. But it doesn't mean you can always take money out of the market. So 5 myths there, Forex trading. Let me know if you think of any more myths. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, guys. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.